Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right. And we are live. We are live. Barely. We are barely live with our studio audience. Honk. Okay. Let's see. Guess what? It's that time again. Let's see if I got any new pictures to add to this playlist. Okay, I'm just trying some settings here, just fiddle-faddling with things. Okay. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. Ugh. Fiddly faddly, twiddly twaddly. Okay, I don't know if anybody's in here. Yes, we have one person. It's so exciting. How are you doing? Hi, hey there, hi there, ho there. It is 6:04. We're in for another night of spleen squeezins. I'm your host, Ralph Edward Hayes Jr., also known as RHJunior, also known as Reality Check, also known by several names I can't repeat in public. Okay, how y'all doing? All one of you at the moment. I'm just so excited to be here. For some reason, it's not showing the pictures clipped. Oh, no. I just didn't have it scrolled down far enough. Never mind. Never mind. Who's there, by the way? Type out something so I can see your name. The thing of it is that this chat window does not show a list of who's here and who's not. I have no idea, doesn't. It just doesn't. Which makes it kind of aggravating to try and figure out who's in the channel or not. Okay. I've got a new nip and tuck strip up for those who are paying attention. Feeling a little funkadelic at the moment. Let's see, Okay, we're currently listening, by the way, we're currently listening to a mix by Technoaxe. Technoaxe. His royalty-free music blend is royalty-free comedy music. Blend of 64 videos. Background music. Let's see here. Can you hear me? You know, if you don't talk, I don't know what's going on. That's the problem. That's the thing. That's the issue. Okay, let's see here. What else were we looking at? Oh, yes, we're open. Need a Pop-Tart. needs a little work here. You know, I have to say that over the years, I've come to discover that Halloween, of all the holidays, bothers me the least. I don't like the holidays anymore. I don't like Thanksgiving. I don't like Christmas. Halloween, I don't mind. Halloween, I don't. Probably because there's nobody on Earth that goes, "It's Halloween. You should really disrupt everybody, the lives of everybody in your family to go visit relatives you haven't seen all year. You are morally obligated to do this." And meanwhile, that same stupid voice is sitting over, in your parents or great grandparents. You are morally obligated to welcome an entire herd of people into your household. Why? It's the holidays. Nobody goes, nobody goes, it's Halloween. It's time for family togetherness. And if you aren't up for that, you subhuman animal, you. The older I've gotten, the harder, the more of a pain in the ass it is to travel. And I've never been good at hosting things either. Just no matter what role you take, it's somebody is going to have their day pretty much messed up and ruined. Oh, they're so happy to see. Yeah, I'm happy to see them too. But that doesn't change the fact that you have just basically turned everybody's day and everybody's schedule and everybody's life upside down and inside out for a holiday. Why? Because holiday. Because reasons. Oh, but we don't get to see them. They moved 1,000 miles away. Big hint. I'm antisocial. It's. why do we never feel this need to be, all over our family members until it is monstrously inconvenient for everybody? And the more inconvenient and troublesome it is, the worse this impulse gets. I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing. I hate the feeling of obligations. I'll be honest. I hate obligations. Scheduling and things like that. I hate going shopping with other people. I hate trying to, because, everything you do, from what you look at, where you go to, what you do, where you go, how long you spend shopping for something, even your bowel and bladder movements have to rotate around somebody else and their objectives. And when you're a kid, one of the joys of being a child in our family is going on a road trip. You try and get Dad to stop. Dad, I need to go. Why didn't you go before we left? That was an hour ago, Dad. Why? Stupid, most useless question on the planet. Why didn't you go before we left? Like I'm going to pull out my Harry Potter time turner and go back 2 hours. And fix this horrendous oversight on my part that has ruined your travel schedule. I hate being at the mercy of other people's schedules. And the older I got, the worse I got, because when we go traveling, is when we go visit my grandmother when she was alive, and we'd go as a family, and my parents would be, "Oh, you ride with us. You ride with us. And I'd ride with them, and that meant everything. Everything, even taking a pee becomes a democratic convention. And then you get there. And this was the fun and games. We'll leave tomorrow morning, bright and early. Mom and Dad we'll head back home bright and early tomorrow morning. And the next morning, 8 o'clock rolls around, 9 o'clock rolls around, 10 o'clock rolls around. Sometime around breakfast at noon, let's just stay for another afternoon. We'll leave this evening. And then by the dark, then it's dark 30, and it's too late at night. It's too dark for us to be driving out on the road. Our eyesight's not doing so well. So we'll just stay here, and we'll leave tomorrow morning. I'm not kidding you. And Grammy has got like 50, half a dozen people in and out of her house, coming and going, and people sleeping on the floor and crap. Literally. No room for everybody, but oh my, let's show up, eat all their food, and sleep on their floor, use up their toilet paper, and then take the leftovers home. And I'm going, this is, there's definitely got to be a better way to do this. Just gotta be, it's one thing when everybody lives within a mile or two of each other. My parents live in another entire town. I live in Marietta, Ohio. They live in Lowell. And that's like a 30-minute drive. It's not the drive that's the problem. It's everything else that comes with it. I'm not going to be a happy man until they invent the teleport pad. And even then, that's going to be. Can't you imagine that? Your parents just blip right there in the living room whenever you're not expecting it. Hi, honey. We thought we'd pop over from Tibet. But yeah, there is no such thing as a casual visit. There was this episode. Everybody Loves Raymond. It was a flashback to when he and his wife were planning on where they'd live. And he pulled out a map. On the map was a dot, was an X where his parents' house was. And he said, okay, first circle. He draws a first circle. Anything inside that circle is too close. Because they'll go, oh, we're just a couple of miles away. And they'll keep staying. And they'll keep staying. And they'll keep staying. Then he drew a second circle. Anything outside that circle is too far. Because they'll travel out, that far, and they'll go, oh, it's such a long way. Let's just stay overnight. He said, this is the sweet spot. This is the zone. In between those two circles is where we need to find our house. And, of course, the premise of the show is they live right next door to his mother and father. So... it's the old. It's just, I guess you call it a love-hate relationship with holidays. It really is. Somehow, certain holidays became a symbol of family togetherness and guilt. And so people are expected. We're spoiled, really. We're spoiled people. We've got vehicles that literally whip us across the country in a day, and so we think simply because we have the capacity that we need to push it to the limit. Back it wasn't all that long ago. The idea of traveling just the distance from where I'm living to where my parents are living was not undertaken lightly. And people forget that the relative ease of doing so diminishes rapidly with things like health and finance. I mean, think about it. I live within about 2 or 3 miles of grocery store and a gas station and a couple other places, but all it would take is a tiny little problem with my vehicle. Run out of gas, or a flat tire, or the alternator doesn't, breaks down, or the battery goes dead and won't hold a charge, or anything like that, and I would be stuck. I would be stranded. Things that people, the higher the level, the higher the standard of living, the more easily it comes apart. If you follow what I'm saying, we enjoy a standard of living that sultans couldn't imagine at one time. But it takes so very little just to shut our lives down. Just turn off the power sometime. I mean, I'm not, you could, everything else in your life could be working fine. But lose the power, lose the electricity. And nothing else will be of any use to you. Your telephone, useless. Your depending on the model, I guess. Some of them run on, but you've got plenty of battery-powered things floating around your house, but how long do those batteries last? 2-3 hours? Shut off the electricity. Your refrigerator's gone. You can't cook your food. You can't, you can't keep your food frozen. Just everything gone. You can't cook. You can't clean. You can't read. You can't sit there and read. 'Cause it's dark, boy. And you can't keep your house cool or warm. You use up the hot, once the hot water heater's empty, you got nothing to bathe with. No hot water. It's just everything gone. Turn off that switch, and you go from 21st century living to 19th century, and further, because in the 19th century, they had resources to live without electricity. They had they had root cellars to keep things cool, and wooden stoves to cook things on, and wood-burning stoves, not wooden stoves. Be a whole different story with that. But and they had and wells to draw water with, and they had lamps and candles to keep the place, for a little bit. And there you had it. But you take somebody in the 21st century and unplug their house. and their lifestyle drops to the to one of the lower rungs of the 19th century. And we don't we've gotten so comfortable with this thing, we don't realize when how but and here's another thing, this is me speaking from personal experience. Ever since my legs got into the condition they're in, where I can barely walk now, you don't realize just how much everything changes. I'm not complaining. I'm trying to describe just how radically things change. Going to the mailbox. I've described this before. It is an ordeal. I used to be 2 years ago. Back before I ended up in the hospital, back before I started having these problems. Even with my swollen legs and all my other problems, I could still trot down to the mailbox at the corner at the end of the trailer lot. Now, I can't do that. The last time I tried, I had to stop. Twice. There's no place to sit down between here and there. If somebody would just put some dang benches or something like that along the side, just some place to sit down. But anyway, just going from where I live to my trailer to, and now it's difficult getting down the front steps. I can't just walk down to the mailbox anymore. I have to get out. I have to go out to my van, pull out a step stool, climb into my van, drive it to the end of the trailer park. Which isn't, it's like 100 yards or so, a couple hundred yards at most. Yeah, I figure it's about the length of a football field, a little bit longer, from where I live to that mailbox. And I drive those 100 yards, climb down out of my van, open the mailbox, get all the stuff that's accumulated in there out, and then I have to climb back in my van and drive back. And then climb back out, and then climb back into my house and read my mail. And I've still got to talk to the Postmaster General in this area, get a hardship provision so that they'll put a mailbox in front of my house instead of at the other end of the trailer park. Meant to do that today, I forgot to call him. Anyway, my whole life has changed because of that. Shopping, I have to limit my shopping to places that have those little, if I go grocery shopping, I have to go someplace that has one of those little motor scooters, those mobility scooters, because I could probably make one trip from the front of the store to the back. I hate these legs, I swear I do. There are days where I almost think having them amputated would be better. In fact, I'm hard pressed. They told me outright there's no cure, there's no real treatment except wrapping them up and sitting around hours every day with my feet up. And in which case, I might as well have no legs to begin with. There are days if somebody offered to sponsor the surgery to have my legs amputated, I'm not sure I wouldn't say no. Because, they can't treat it, they can't fix it, they can't do anything for me except waste ridiculous amounts of money having me go to a nurse practitioner and have my legs wrapped up professionally. That's all they can do for me. They don't even have leg wraps that'll fit over my legs anymore. The stockings and all the other fancier stuff that they do. So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get into a whine fest. There are so many things that I need to do to deal with this I have not done, like like just that thing with the mailbox. I can't seem to get my I don't know what. Maybe I've got a mental block or something, but uh, everything that I used to do so easily, even the simple things, suddenly becomes a challenge. Like taking the garbage out to the curb. it's really... This is why I'm getting so, this is why I'm so worried about the future right now. Heck, I'm worried about this month. I spend most of my time trying to distract myself. Really. From the things that are gnawing at me. I'm not, I need to, okay. My goal for tonight is to do some more work on this page and then to get another couple of comic strips done for Nip and Tuck or for one of the other sites. Just comic strips in general. Have you caught the one that's recently posted? Have you caught the latest Nip and Tuck? I'm gonna go check the forums to see if anybody's commented. It's going into some dangerous territory, I think, so to speak. I mean, but it's reached a point where a lot of the fastidiousness that Christians cling to has become kind of pointless. We live in a day where females will willingly go out in public and scream descriptions of their own genitalia. I mean, we live in the day of the vagina monologues. The things we associate with decorum have changed dramatically, and we're not making our point. When we try to counter these people, we look like prissy prudes. I don't use that word. Anyway, when feminists came out and started chanting, you've heard, my vagina has a voice. I remember when that was a parody of feminists, of them, saying, I remember, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie from the 1990s called PCU. I believe it was from the 1990s. It was quite a few years ago anyway. And it was PCU, and had the usual, the supposed straw feminist, ha ha ha. In other words, a realistic portrayal of feminists on the march. They were all dressed in butch clothes and combat boots and marched around screaming things about men's penises. And everybody was like, oh, nobody's like that. Nowadays, you can't look out the window without seeing about a dozen of them doing that and worse. I mean, there are women, feminists out there out there dressing up as giant vaginas and marching in, selling vulva cookies for their, just crazy. It's just howling, barking, just it's like it's like civilization developed Tourette's or something. Uh, the people in the comments don't understand. They don't realize this is the actual feminist slogan. My vagina has a voice. And you just dang well know I'm gonna go have a field day with it today. I'm just I still can't find a way to use the gay burger joke. Without getting in serious trouble. And without being nasty. I don't know. I wonder about myself sometimes. I really do. Well, tell me, talk to me. Have you read the latest Nip and Tuck comic? Say something. Please. I wonder if that site's still up. Space Wolf Omega. Nope. Oh well. This is their actual slogan. This is one of their actual slogans. Right up there with breasts, not bombs. Remember that one? And this is not some fringe group, okay? This is the mainstream of the feminist movement. This is the mob that marches down the street that everybody gathers to. Yeah, I get tired of people dismissing, oh, this is just, extremist. Oh, you're just using a straw man. I don't need a straw man. I don't have to use straw men. All I have to do is show these people the way they actually behave. And let the chips fall where they may. Oh, come on, stupid thing. Now cheat a little, use a little cut and paste here. I hate to break it to you, you have no idea how often, how frequently, and how regularly even old school cartoonists would use cut and paste. I'm not lying. Tracing paper, Xerox machines, the works. Some artists can get that particular look or expression picture perfect every single time. Not everybody can, though. Sometimes it's just easier to I didn't realize you haven't been watching what I'm doing. Yeah. Hey, Jay Kruger, what's up? Alright. Like I was saying, you would be amazed at how often cut and paste and tracing and everything else is used by cartoonists. There are just times where you just can't get a particular image freehand the way you want it. Look, somebody just got to say it, you know. I'm sorry. I've said this before. You know. Okay. Could we at least, you know, with all the perverts and the mentally ill, sexual deviants taking over our culture, could we at least, for a while declare a moratorium on making gay pride products that are meant, can we declare a moratorium on making gay pride versions of things that are supposed to go in your mouth? Gay colored, rainbow gay Doritos. No. The gay Burger King hamburger. I haven't been able to eat at Burger King with just ever since. And the horrible jokes just come out of nowhere and will destroy your appetite. That's just I mean, at least Oscar Mayer hasn't gone for the gay pride. Oscar Mayer hot dogs, gay pride variety. Oh, no. And that just ruined the Oscar Mayer Wiener song for everybody forever. I know, I'm horrible. I'm supposed to be a good Christian boy, and I'm just evil all over the place right now. We're just bat poo insane. Yeah, just you don't know whether to laugh or cry. I really don't. It's just you don't know whether to laugh or cry or just shriek in horror. Ah! see. Word bubble, word bubble, word bubble. Ah, here we go. Okay, got a new nip and tuck strip I'm about to post up. Okay, you know, I've never done the thing with pork chops and applesauce. I've never done that. I didn't hear of it until The Simpsons. You know, I never thought of applesauce as a sauce, you know? That's an interesting thing. Applesauce was a side dish when I was growing up. we used to eat it all the time. Applesauce with everything. We'd just be on the side. And it never dawned on me that it was, even the name, it never dawned on me it could be used as a sauce, or it was meant to be. Was it? I don't know. I think that half the reason that the morally depraved have gotten away with so much in our society as of late is because we literally cannot bring the morally decent people. We're too squeamish. We can't bring ourselves to talk about some of the things these people do right out in public. And that can't be helping matters, because we all hem and haw. Somebody comes up in church, all these unseemly things that are going on, and you don't know what they're talking about. And if you had an idea, if you had a clue, you're sitting there thinking of the worst possible thing you can think of, and you have no idea that what you're thinking of isn't 1/10 as bad as what's really going on. Why? Because everybody's using euphemisms and, just talking around the subject because we're too fastidious. There we go. I know. Yep. There's a verse in the Bible that speaks of it. It says, "Him that pisseth against a wall." Okay, that was posted. Tell me what you think. Tell me. Show the love. Tell me how you like it. Okay, I'm going to take a minute, and I'm going to drop into... look, I'm dropping into WildStar here real quick. Okay, I'd like to take drop into WildStar. Now, WildStar is doing their Halloween thing. And in the lore, it's called Shades. In the game lore, it's called Shades Eve. This it's supposed to be a holiday that dates back hundreds and hundreds of years back to when humanity was first traveling out in space, and they got hit by a plague that nearly wiped out the first human settlement in space. And it was a disease they called the Shades. It literally caused them to asphyxiated the victims, and they found one little girl who had an immune response that produced that could, she was immune to the disease, and the only way they could save, the colony was to use this little girl's blood to produce the the anti-viral that they needed, and it cost the little girl her life. And so over the centuries, she's become known as the Angel, because her sacrifice saved the entire colony, the entire population of humans out in space. And the folklore, they anthropomorphized the disease and called him Jack Shade. He became a boogeyman that stole the breath from people's lungs. And on Shades Eve, it's basically Halloween theme. They colonists on the races on both sides celebrate and commemorate the angel, and they also have festivities. Well, here, let me show you. And right now, the whole place is shimmy. Let me turn down the volume here. Audio. Sound. Okay. Bolo Wildcutter. I'm a cool dude. As I've said before, WildStar is free to play. It's free to play. You only get a couple of characters. Unless you have, you can subscribe and get all sorts of extra bonuses, or you can play the free-to-play game. All the general content, all the game content, raids and such, available, even to the free-to-play. It is not pay to win. You pay extra for things like extra decor, extra character slots. Oh, you pay for the extras. But the game itself is completely free. You get all the goodies. This is me running around This is the capital city of Thade. The main city of the rebels known as the Exiles. They got some cool vehicles that have come out. Check that out. Got this spider vehicle you can get. I haven't figured out what you have to do to get it, or where it's being sold. It's really cool. They got two different kinds. One that's like that, and one that looks more like a crab. And I want one. They still haven't got flying mounts or spaceships that you can fly, but check out all the freaky decor. Okay, they have a whole trail that commemorates the little girl they call the Angel, who saved the first human settlement. Among things, this is the first stop. You stop here and you drink a cup of salt water to remember the tears that were shed by all the people who lost friends and loved ones in the big. And there's another little commemorative where you. This is this is a memorial to the Angel, little girl that sacrificed for the to save the colony. And then people come by to pay the respects there. But it was very, the writers went into great depth in creating this. I'm looking for my exit here. It's pretty crowded around here right now, so the bit of lag, a little bit of. You can see all the decorations, man. It's really cool. You can even buy the decorations. They have a haunted house contest going on right now. Among the settlement houses, you can decorate and try and win. And you get the winners will be getting free elite membership. Let's see. Whoop! I missed my turn. It's a little further down here. There are all sorts of games and things that are going on, Halloween, trick-or-treat themed stuff. You can even go trick-or-treating and visiting other people's settlements. And there is a mission that you can run. Here's you help the ghost of the little girl. There is a cult in some little hidden away corner that wants to bring back the plague. And their leader intends to make himself... He intends to turn Jack Shade. And you have to battle his cult and, team up, battle his cult, and destroy the new Jack Shade before he can spread the plague to the rest of Nexus. Oh, and among the prizes you get resources. They finally got the resources together, and this is the Jack Shade effigy. Here, let me move forward. This big palooka's in my way. Look at this. They had to accumulate something like 50,000 resources with everybody doing the missions, and they did it. There you go. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they burned Jack Shade in effigy as part of this holiday, so. There are several missions. So you can get a mission where you go trick-or-treating, you try and collect different kinds of candy. There's a mission where you have to go around, and there are these hooligans who are trying to mug people, and you got to pelt them with rotten eggs. And others where you go to a different part of the city and try and scare people with Halloween masks. It's a lot of fun. But I tell you what. Let's skip that. Let's go up to the housing. Now, when you hit level 14, you get your own castle in the sky kind of thing, and you can beam up to it from anywhere. This is your housing. The housing is awesome. Now, this is my housing. I paid extra to have the sky changed. Well, I didn't pay money. I paid renown points. And basically, I haven't had any decoration theme. I just dumped whatever. You can pick up all these little housing decor resources, fab kits, they call them. You have some practical ones, like, for instance, this is your garden. You can use it to plant seeds to grow herbs, and which you can use for cooking or for crafting. Now, some of the fab kits, the little environments, for instance, this one here has a mission. You can run it as many times as you want. You click on that and you try to get to the top of the spire of loftite crystals. And this one has a portal. One of them has a portal to. Some of them have portals. Some of them, and this is a mining area where I can. Again, resources for your crafts and trade skills. And this is a giant cupcake. I just one of the free things I got, 1 year celebration. And this is an eyeball and a tube. Okay, but let's see, where'd my Halloween pumpkin go? Oh dear. I guess the trick-or-treating is over. Or I used up my pumpkin. No, wait a minute here. Let's see here. Go to the store. Oh my gosh. When did I get this stuff? I have been wanting one of these. Here we go. And I must have won it at some point. I got my own spaceship. Oh, darn it. Hold on.
I am the caretaker.
Check that out. That's my spaceship. But I'm going to enlarge it since I want a big spaceship. Now that's a spaceship.
Count your fingers and toes.
My spaceship. Too bad I can't fly it anywhere. It's just decor.
Count your fingers and toes.
This is my theme, junkyard. But let's see here.
Calibrating my settings.
Got all tons of doors here. It's just no particular place or reason for them.
That was remarkable.
Ooh. I don't know when I picked this stuff up.
Are you prepared?
Ship engine.
Then let us begin.
Don't know what the story of that is. Let me move that up into the air a little so it can be seen. Just stuff you pick up all over. Look at that. I've been wanting one of those. But anyway, let's go. Okay. I gotta get a new trick or treat bucket. Everybody's coming around doing trick or treat, and it pays to have a bucket out. Let's see here. No, that's not that. I keep forgetting which button to. Oh yeah, right. Okay. Candy bowl. Here we go.
I am the caretaker. I am the caretaker.
He comes in looking for candy. There's the candy.
Conversation initiated.
Look at that. I don't know what kind of candy it is. I have to. But here, let's go looking. Let's go visiting.
Count your fingers and toes.
You can go. You can go and visit your neighbors whenever you want. And you can see some of these people have put in hours and hours and hours and hours of work. Look, see here? They got their little candy bowl. I haven't got the mission this time for this guy, so I can't collect any candy. But there are like 7 or 8 different kinds of candy, and you have to get one of each. And you can only get one of each, and then you get, points and stuff. But now this is the house ship. There's certain special, some sort of special contribution or purchase that you have to have made to get the spaceship house. Basically, you can go inside here. Ta-da! And this is somebody's spaceship house. Look at that. I can't change anything while I'm here, so their stuff is perfectly safe. It's not like people are going out behind each other looting one another. Oh, look at this. This guy has got models of all the ships. That's cool. You see. Oh, look at this. Check this out. This is so cool. These guys are called the Lops. They're cute as heck. And they love, they'll do anything for shinies. They're not very brave, and they're always asking you to do missions, and you will get into some of the strangest stuff doing missions for them. One in particular, they have these pet cows. Unless you want to have a really interesting mission, don't lick one. Oh, this is adorable right here. This little lop is wooing this little lop. It's adorable. Look at the little hearts. And he's collected shiny treasures, and he's trying to win her over with the shinies. So adorable. And look, check out the hookah pipe. These guys are, they'll do anything for shinies. They're, absolutely innocent, but man, they know how to party down.
Challenge begins.
Okay, check this out. Now I'm supposed to try and jump and catch those floating creatures. See that floating thing right there with the sparkly nose? That's called a vind. They float and inflate when they get upset. And they make farting noises when they deflate. So, I can fly while I'm buzzed on this stuff, but my controls are screwed up. So, right now, I can't exactly control which way I walk. I'm supposed to go around and try and knock 15 of these Vind down before the clock runs out, and there's no way on earth. The guys that make this game got a weird sense of humor.
Challenge failed.
See, those little. Yeah, the lops make up a lot of the merchants that you see around. As you can see, you can put all sorts of things in here. You can put craft stuff in here, like here. Here's the thing for crafting runes, and you can put mini games and missions on your property. So it does it, all sorts of options. Somewhere around here, there is somebody who has built a full, detailed model of the Firefly, of the Serenity from Firefly. It's awesome, and I wish I could remember which lodge or house it was, because it's totally awesome. Now check this out. This guy he's built over his property. Look! Every little bit here, the signs, the floating lights, each individual piece he had to place himself. And look at this, he's made it in Utopia. Check it out, Robot Shopper right there. Doesn't do anything, but there you go. This is the level of creativity you see out of people when you give them these building tools. It's amazing. And I love it. Every now and then I'll just go on a tour. This is all of this. This is stuff that he won as prizes or bought with points. And he turned it into this. He turned it into a whole. Look at that building. Look at that. Yeah, and you can get. Yeah, and since they've got hoverboards, they've got hoverboard tubes and stuff, so you can make like a skating park if you want. Open door. There's a door on the floor. He's got it downstairs. Look at this. And there's nothing else here, but still. Look at that. Activate. This is a generator. Doesn't do anything, it just looks cool. But somebody wanted to make sure that you didn't miss the candy. Look at this. This is a lovely little pastoral garden themed housing project. This is nice. This is very nice. See, this is what you get when you level up your gardens and your grounds, and they even have a festival. You can get free food. It's just nifty. These games actually up here, these floating platforms. Again, simple little missions. somebody made a haunted house, you know, and like I said, they've got people that are doing a haunted house theme, or trying to, and the winner of the contest will get free gold class subscription for several months, which has all sorts of nifty little bonuses. I love the glowing mushroom. I don't know why, I just like the glowing mushrooms. I do. I don't know, I'm a human anglerfish, I guess. And some of them aren't all that impressive. I'm just visiting places at random here. Most of them aren't very developed. They, you know, the owners haven't had much time or haven't. One that's really been you know, when you got a real home builder. Now look at this. This guy has literally turned his entire lot into a haunted house maze. Look at this. Check it out. Standard issue haunted house with the creepy, spooky doors and these spooky lights. Kinda creepy. He's elevated the floor. That's interesting. Got something below it, I guess. Still decorating, I guess. Yeah, this is WildStar. It is a free to play adventure game. Sci-fi theme. Be among the, you know, join the Exiles or the Dominion and battle for the fate of Planet Nexus. Dun dun dun. Look at this. This is somebody put some serious effort into making this into a great big haunted house. I'll be surprised if he doesn't win some sort of prize. Look at this. Graveyard, the whole 9 yards, man. And somebody else with a junkyard theme. Look at that. All sorts of cool stuff. You can change the background music on your lot of land too. That's very nice. Typical spaceship house. Winter Wonderland. You can change the atmosphere too. Spaceport, and somebody built a spaceport. Look here. I'll move a little slower so you can get a better look. I know it's a little herky-jerky for the feed. Now you think about whoever built whoever owns this lot built every single square, every tile you see, every piece of furniture, every light. He or she had to place it one at a time. And there's his house. He's got an extra spaceship up here. Yeah, he's made a very good. He's made this a very good model of a space station, sci-fi space station. Look at that. Built a space station around his space house, which is quite clever. And then he threw in a few other spaceships that, spaceship props, like this one here. And that one up there, which you can't see. It's neat. That's style. And somebody, oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Somebody. This is what it's called, the Wine Spring Inn by 9 to 5. Look at that. That is very art deco. That is very nice. I wouldn't be surprised if whoever owns this is an architect. Look at that. All the floors and everything built by hand. Well, by mouse, if you know what I mean. Go upstairs. This is impressive. I can't figure out where their real house is. Yeah, you get a plot of land, and one of the square in the middle is where your house goes, and you get your own selection of house type. But some people build right around it. Be a very nice place to live if you lived in like a tropical environment. No music in the background, kind of creepy. It's taking a while to boot. People are piling in, especially for this holiday thing. So. There's no way to tell which. You know, you can never tell who. Oh, pretty much random. Look at that. And you thought you were fanatical about your hobby, but I really hope this game survives. I really do. I really hope it lasts and it prospers, because it'd be a crying shame for this to go toes up after all this. I mean, this has all the this has stuff that World of Warcraft only promises but never delivers on. Ah, darn it! I accidentally closed the window. Okay, that's enough popping around, I think. Let me take him back to my own house. Get back to work. Giant cupcake. Yay. Turn that off. And I managed to turn off the wrong window. YouTube, audio library, playlist, subscription, history, my channel, Creator Studio. Okay, and I'm back. I probably needed to crank up my feed rate. Probably needed to crank up my probably need to crank up everything to so you could see the game better. But believe me, it is an eye-popping game. I gotta say this though. I think I kind of wonder if they've got a germaphobe working on the game storyline, or or somebody who's somebody who's had a horrible traumatic experience with an infection or a parasite or cancer or something, because lots of the game missions and such feature that alien parasites that take you over, or horrible diseases that kill you, and I mean, like every other mission. Let's see. And the main storyline, the world story. Really, this isn't really a spoiler, but one of the big mysteries of the setting is, the world of Nexus used to belong to these beings called the Elden, and the Elden were like super advanced beyond anybody else, and so anything that they left behind is like fought over tooth and nail, and including their old homeworld. And thousands of years ago, they vanished. Well, actually, hundreds of years ago they vanished. Nobody knows why. Not even many of the alien races that they genetically engineered or the robots they created. But anyway, they were basically trying. The whole planet was part of a gigantic experiment. They were trying to transcend the laws of physics. They had basically conquered every possible avenue of science, and now they were going to try and invent a means for them to literally alter the physical laws of the universe to suit themselves. You know, and they were trying to, and one of the consequences of that is that basically their hubris killed them, quite literally, as apparently their hubris developed its own awareness. They accidentally created a disease, a blight that can infest anything, any living thing, and there's no cure, there's no resistance, and basically this blight entity has been killed off the Elden. But their final grand experiment, this transcendent being managed to imprison this blight before it could devour all of Nexus and then spread to the rest of the universe. And the world story is that you are helping this entity, this Elden entity that they created, try and find a way to destroy the blight. And there's a huge section of the world that is literally overrun by this blight. Everything's all covered in purple slime and yellow blisters, and just bleh. And there's so much disease. So many parts of the game have missions, and this it's just so much disease themed stuff they've thrown in. And I can't help wondering if there's got to be just somebody in that creative team has some sort of issues with like diseases and such. From time to time, it gets a little bit overdone for them, but still is a wide-ranging world. It's beautiful graphics, a very snappy art style, just wicked funny sense of humor, and very playable, very, very enjoyable game. But, And you can solo most of your way through it, but there are team missions where there are expeditions which take teams of 3, dungeons which take teams of 5, and there are war plots, campaigns that take teams of 20. War plots and raids, and so very, a lot of flexibility there too. Ugh. Oh, yeah.
When the weather starts turning cooler and the air is nice and crisp, I know that fall has finally arrived. And with
Pumpkin
it,
spice.
all the flavors of the season
All these girls are going crazy over pumpkin spice.
around delicious food.
Don't ask me how it became a white chick thing, but
Brings as much enjoyment
pumpkin spice. No, everybody. Oh, we love pumpkin. No, you don't. You don't like pumpkin. You like the spices they put in the pie. Here's a fact I bet you didn't know, that most pumpkin pie filling, pumpkin pie filling is actually made with butternut squash. Basically because butternut squash holds its texture better. How about that? What was I looking for? I forgot. Getting some Cheetos. Yum, yum, yum. Why does the feminist have coloration? Here, let me explain. Let me show you. Because, for some reason, for some bat-poo crazy reason, all these so-called fourth-wave feminists all these so-called fourth wave feminists have hair that looks like this. Look at this. Some of them are dyeing their armpit hair. My God. This woman's got green hair. She's got green hair on her head, green hair in her armpits. Look at this. This is how stupid they are.
When the weather starts turning cooler and the air is nice and crisp, I know that fall has finally arrived. And with it, all the flavors of the season. Fall is all about bringing people together around delicious food. And each recipe...
This actually happened. This is feminists talk about, well, independence and free will and blah, 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 blah. Dumb as hell. Just get this. The guys on 4chan, once again, they got the Tumblr feminists to publicly pee themselves in the name of equality and justice. And apparently, hundreds of women, did it. You know, here's my support for Piss for Equality. Women pissing their pants and photographing it. Moo! Moo! These are the women that want to run the world. I didn't make any of that up. But this is, you know, makes you want to weep, doesn't it? And if it doesn't, why not? You know, just how bad does it have to be before you're brought to tears? Okay, Mr. TieTuber, you have a question? Go ahead. I'll sit here and wait for you to type it. Muncha, muncha, muncha. Eat my Cheetos. I keep forgetting to bring little chopsticks to eat the Cheetos. Well, yeah. Do I plan on continuing Camp Calamine? Sooner or later. I mean, I don't think of them as canceled. I think of them as on hiatus. When I think of something that is absolutely perfect for that story environment, I'll probably write a comic for it. Right now, I really haven't got anything off the top of my head. But right now, more people are interested in Nip and Tuck, Goblin Hall, you know, the old classic ones, than you know, I'm marketing right now. I'm trying to pull back some more audience, get some more people donating and pledging and making purchases and stuff. So I got to focus on the ones that drew the most audience. Nip and Tuck being one of them. Well, okay, I'm looking at his stuff. Trying to work some stuff out here. Oh.
My name is Akira Kramer, but I go by Kramer. Growing up, I was a jack of all trades. So I drew, I sang, played instruments, I write lyrics. I enjoy communicating.
Excuse me. Okay, it is 9 o'clock, and I'm puttering at this point. Just fiddling around. Going to call it a night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. See you tomorrow. I feel like I should sing the Mr. Rogers theme song at this point. Closing theme. But we'll go ahead and call it a night. Okay. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all take care of yourselves. If you get a chance, remember me in your prayers, because I need it all. I need all the help I can get. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Watch your show. We're all. Give me a wedgie. Watch this show. Read this comic. Y'all take care of yourselves.